No wind, no rain. Oh, it does go. Can't stop me, baby. If you're my goal. Oh, we on. Hey. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, family. How are you? You know what? This story is really kind of sad. Oh my God. Being a person who bred dogs and from time to time still oversee their births. If maybe up until about 4 years ago. This is my, how can I say this? Let me just start right here. A lot of people think, and it's okay, that you should only buy animals from a shelter because they are, they've been vetted by the staff there, and there's so many dogs that need to have a home that they would prefer, people to adopt, right? That's my Minnesota call. Oh. Anyways, sorry y'all. Sorry, put the phone right there. There's a lot of people who, and that's okay if that's what y'all want to do, right? But for me and mine, I've always felt more comfortable with animals that I've been there from day one. Meaning that usually the dogs that I have, they're second or third or fourth generation dogs. Okay. I either raised their grandparents and then the daughters and then the children, and then, so to me, that's a safer route. And some of y'all might disagree with me, and I like to know. Y'all put your opinion down there and let me know. But my rationale is I'm handling them just as much as their mom is. I am so familiar with the mom and the puppies that I'm there when they come out the sack. And sometimes I take them out the sack. The mother trusts me, and that trust is just carried on to the babies. And the babies have never been a day without seeing my care for them. So to me, that makes a difference, especially if you have one of those gamer dogs, like a pit bull or something. And the reason why I say that is because if you don't know the origin of that dog, and they've been overbred over time, then to me the story doesn't really surprise me, and I'm not really trying to down on one breed. I'm just saying there's a lot of people that have had the breed, and an overpopulation of them can breed into the animal very bad characteristics. Because if I don't know where the dog came from, maybe his grandmama was a fighter. Maybe she was a good fighter and fought to the death. All that's going to be carried on through the mother. Okay? And so so for me, I would be very leery of getting a dog that I didn't know the origin. So with that, all that being said, listen to this story.
From neighbors who frantically tried to help a man fatally mauled last night by his own dogs.
The Galveston County Sheriff's Office says a deputy had to shoot one of them to finally end the attack, but it was too late for the owner.
This all happened at a home in the 400 block of Louisiana Avenue in unincorporated Bay Cliff. That's where Jason Miles joins us live now with what he has learned today. Jason?
Hey there, guys. Yeah, this is just a horrible story that played out both here in the street and in the victim's driveway and his carport. It's a pretty sensitive incident, so we're trying to focus on that right now. But I can tell you, beyond that trailer and up the driveway, there is still a lot of blood here on the scene. In a community where Halloween decorations are on display, neighbors say a real-life horror played out at this home early Sunday evening.
It's just a traumatic experience for sure. I've never seen anything like that before.
Jesus Escantita tells us he actually broke this machete while trying to save his neighbor, 45-year-old Jose Eddie Castillo, from a pair of Castillo's own pit bull dogs.
You see there's blood everywhere.
He and others say the attack started when Castillo tried to keep his dogs from going after passersby in a golf cart seen in this surveillance image. Another image shows Escantita running back with a second knife after getting one of the dogs to let go of Castillo.
He was crying, bleeding. Just pleading and crying, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, Eddie, and I'm stabbing the dog, and just poking him, slicing him, poking him, slicing him. That dog was not letting go.
You could hear like somebody screaming for help.
Escantita's sister Cheyenne called 911 during all the chaos.
My brother had stabbed it several times with the machete and then with the butcher knife, and it wouldn't stop.
It did not stop until the Galveston County Sheriff's Office says a responding deputy shot the dog still latched onto its owner's arm. But Castillo was pronounced dead at the hospital in Clear Lake, while both dogs were later euthanized. Authorities showed backup to the house within the last few hours, possibly to try and locate a third dog.
The dogs grew up with him, you know what I mean? They've always been fed good, and I don't know why something like this would happen.
And back here live, authorities say the best advice when it comes to aggressive or potentially dangerous dogs, call animal control or any local law enforcement where you live. In this case, the Galveston County Sheriff's Office says it has responded to reports of aggressive dogs in this area. Reporting live from Bay Cliff, Jason.
Oh, God. Now, did you hear that? I mean, the young man said that he took care of his dogs. He fed them. They were good dogs. I'm sorry, guys. That really gave me a damn chill, y'all. Let me finish the story. Especially for us animal lovers out here, that has got to be the most craziest story. And again, to each his own, but I would try to get as much history of my dog as possible, no matter what. Even if whether it's a pit bull, and the reason why I'm saying them especially is because they do more damage, not because they're the worst dog. Once they get biting on somebody, it's different than a German Shepherd who's just snap. They lock on you and can actually just, do what they did to the owner of this. So I'm going to stop this because it's just too much. Okay, what do y'all think? And what y'all think about I said? Do you think it's always a good idea to get a puppy from the Humane Society or would you rather go to a reputable breeder and get your pup? Let me know in the comments below, okay? And I'm going to come back with another video.